Oh, he hit it. Oh, he's right there. He's right there. Come on, hit it. Hit it again. Got him. Got him. Oh, yeah. That's it. Oh my God. That is a huge snook. I think he's got it. I think he's got it. I think he's got it. Got him. Got him. Oh. Oh yeah. This is a nice one. Come on. Get some ground on him. There we go. That's a nice trout right there. Holy cow, look at this thing. We're gonna measure him up. That trout sickle right there, man. That color. I just got slammed on that color today, guys. That doesn't say something. Oh, that's a tarpon. What's up, guys? Chris from One More Cast. So I actually just got to a boat launch here at Ponce today. So this Saturday coming up, I actually have a tournament. It's down in Cape Coral. It's the Micelli's first annual kayak tournament. It's gonna be a slam tournament, so trout, redfish, snook. The biggest slam wins. So I actually always have Mondays off, so I'm taking today off. I'm gonna fish Ponce, and then Friday I actually have off also. I'm gonna fish Boca. Whichever of the two places I do better at, that's where I'm fishing for the tournament. So I decided to come out to Ponce. It's been quite a while since I've been at Ponce, but there's really not that much wind at all today. Trying to get out here, get some topwater bite on. Sun hasn't came up yet, but it's starting to, daylight's starting to break. So I'm gonna go ahead. I got my kayak ready to go. Having these wheels makes it so much easier because I can get everything ready right here out of the way. And normally I launch down at the kayak launch over there, but I have to drag it all the way down to the beach area. Then it's also very shallow and most of the time right over there. So now it's great because on these lower tides, whenever it's so shallow over there, I can launch at the boat launch and not have to take up too much time. I can unload everything right here at the parking space and then just wheel my kayak down and then go. And that actually saves me from there all the way over to there of paddling. So it saves me quite a bit of paddling also. So I'm gonna go ahead, get out of here, get my kayak launched, and hopefully I can get something on a topwater bite this morning. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so the tide today it's dropping out for a little bit, and then right around 9:30 it starts to come back in. So that's what I'm working with tide wise. Now the wind, we're looking at east southeast wind, 6 miles an hour, 10 mile an hour gusts. So that's about right. It's probably about 8 mile an hour winds right now, which it's not bad. It's enough to make water movement, which is really great. So that's pretty much what I'm working with today as far as tides and wind. So today I choose to tie on 2 topwaters just because the weatherman's been pretty wrong lately with the winds and stuff. So I want to be prepared for 2 different situations. So I wanted to be prepared for calm situations and choppy situations. So this right here, it's the mirror mullet. Normally it comes with a split ring here, but you take that off, tie a loop knot on. It's a little bit better. That way you don't have to have that mechanical connection. You can just do a loop knot like you do with any of your other baits. But it's a nice size bait. It's better for calm conditions, just because a lot of calm conditions you don't want to throw a really big plug on there out there. It makes a huge splash and makes a lot of noise. Calmer conditions, sometimes you want to keep the noise down. But this does walk very, very well. It's a Lil Wayne color. It's a great color. Then the other one I have on is a Top Dog Junior. And that one, it works better for choppier conditions. So it's a lot bigger of a plug. It's got a louder rattle to it, and it makes a little bit more noise on the surface. So I'm gonna throw both of these around, see which one they want the most, but I wanted to be prepared for both situations. Usually first thing in the morning, I'm throwing either a topwater or a paddle tail anyways, so that way I was prepared for both. If I got out here and it was super windy, then I didn't want to have to retie this one. I was already ready. All right guys, so done fishing that creek mouth. Seen a few mullet jumping around over there, but that's about it. I see a lot of swirling going on out here, so I finally got outside the wade. Another thing I also did was, because I know how this flat is and with the grass and everything, and like I said, Texas eye is my favorite way to throw any kind of paddle tail. I love that jig head on the swivel, but out here it tends to pick up a little bit of grass because of the type of grass that's here. It's this real stringy grass. It gets caught on everything. It gets caught on my knots. It just gets caught on everything. So I actually tied on one of the Z-Man EWG hooks. I've got a 4-inch paddle tail. I'm actually using a newer color I haven't used yet, called the Right Stuff. I heard it's a really good color. Been seeing this guy on Instagram and YouTube named Jesse Wright. Z-Man actually named the bait after him. But he uses it all the time, and I mean, he catches slobs. So I decided I'd go ahead and try out that color. I love Z-Man brand. I love their baits, so I figured I'd go ahead and try out that color, see how it works over here in this darker water. Boca's real clear water, so I don't know if it'd do too well over there, but this stained water should do very, very well over here. So I'm gonna start wading this flat though. Hopefully I can get into a nice trout or something off of this bar. I've caught some reds over here, I've caught some snook over here, but most of the time over here I catch a lot of trout. So I'm gonna go ahead, start wading, and see if I can't get anything on top water before that sun comes up too high. Got him. Feels like a little trout. Trout was hitting it. Yeah, it's a little trout. Nothing too big. It's not a monster, but little guy. Oh, easy. This little guy right here. Let him go. Not worth measuring. Yeah, he was a smaller guy. He's going after that big old topwater. See, those are all trout right there. That's a trout. Tell by the way they're hitting it. This one's a little bit better. This one's definitely nicer, but these are all trout. But these are all trout that are hitting this topwater, and the reason I'm not seeing anything that would say that there's redfish and snook here right now. So there he goes. So I'm probably gonna make a move here in a minute, just so I can try to get some redfish and snook. Trout's usually the easy one to get in the tournament. It's usually the first one that you get in the tournament is a trout. So I'm gonna give it a few more casts, but I'm not seeing any birds, no mullet, not seeing anything. All right, I just started trolling this and now I'm hooked up. It's not coming to the top. There it is. Is it a trout? Oh yeah. Okay, that's a better trout. That's a better trout. Oh yeah, it's a much better trout. Okay, splashing everywhere, bud. Oh yeah, it's a lot better trout right there. Much better trout. Okay, he's 18. Yeah, 18 right there. Nice. Alright, hooked up again, trolling. So what I normally do is I keep my drag really loose when I'm trolling. That way I don't pull it out from the pressure of me going forward. Then once I stop paddling, my forward motion stops, and I'll tighten down the drag some. But yeah, another nice trout. So this is definitely another one. Definitely another decent one. Hang on. Hang on. A lot of males. It's like the third one I've caught that's drumming like this. Come on, get out of there, bud. Hang on, you're gonna hurt yourself. There we go. So that's another nice one right there. Go ahead and let him go. Alright. So it's another one that was probably about 15 inches. Definitely a keeper size, but this 4-inch paddletail is doing great right now. But yeah, when I'm trolling, I usually keep my drag a little bit looser, just tight enough to be able to set the hook in it. And that way I'm not so tight that it pulls the hook out of the mouth. Alright, so I was heading toward this creek mouth. Obviously I'm going to the direction of it. This guy tries to jump the bar. He's literally coming this way. Starts hauling ass to try to jump that bar right there to get to the creek to beat me to it, and just got stuck. He just hit the bar and now he's stuck. But he was trying to cross and beat me to this creek and got stuck. What the hell, man? Okay, so I got this little mirror mullet still tied on. I took my other topwater off just because I put a mirrodine on. But I got this. Oh, as soon as it hit the water, look at that. Look at that. That's why I kept this one on, because it's a smaller one. I figured it'd do good. And that's my snook right there. Doesn't got a lot of quality to it, but that's my snook right there. Alright, there it goes, it got off. But hey, as soon as it hit the water, but that's why I kept the smaller one on. So I was going to put a drip shed on, and this thing's small enough to where kind of can still use it, even though the sun's out. But I mean, that was as soon as it hit the water, so let's find your mama. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those guys' lower unit is done with, because they're getting out and they're fishing now. They went back there looking at it. I'm pretty sure it's buried in the sand. They're not moving for a really long time. They gotta wait for the tide to change, and that's if their lower unit's good. If their lower unit isn't good, then I don't know what to tell them. But I guess that's what they get for trying to be dicks. There we go. A little snook. Not worth measuring. Oh, I let the hook out. Got off. Oh, I got a nice little trout. Oh yeah, another trout. I'd be happy with this trout. It's not bad, too bad of a trout. nice, a little bit smaller than I thought. So some drumming again too, another male. So the male's drum, he's drumming. I think only one of the trout I've caught this morning wasn't drumming. Go ahead and let him go. There he goes. But yeah, the male's drum. So I'm catching a lot of male trout this morning. And I didn't think I was gonna catch him, but he came back and hit it again. Oh my gosh! Did you guys see that trout? So I was reeling in this guy right here. He just took off, and then a giant trout came up behind him. I think he was about to eat it. Alright, so I was gonna go with a beer run just because it's one of my favorite colors, but this Right Stuff color has been doing fairly well this morning with the paddle tail. So I did pick up the Right Stuff also in a jerk shad. That was a 5-inch. I was gonna go with a 4-inch, but I couldn't find these in 4 inches, so this is a 5-inch jerk shad. I don't think it's really gonna affect the bite too much, but I got it on one of these Z-Man Chinlocks hooks. It's an 1/8 ounce, so that's the Right Stuff color jerk shad. I'm gonna throw that around a little bit, see if I can't get anything to hit that. It's a little bit of a slower presentation. I also got my mirror lure tied on that I'm gonna end up casting out a little bit later too. But I'm gonna go hit up this creek mouth, fish this creek mouth for a little bit, see if I can't get a bigger snook out of there, or maybe even a red, and then come back out to this flat and continue to wade down. That's first cast with that jerk shad. I watched him actually swipe at it. Little guy though, nothing big. So far I'm leaning more towards Boca just based off of what I've caught at Boca. I haven't been doing too well at Boca, but the fish I've been catching at Boca have been way better quality. That was like a little 12-inch trout right there. But that was the very first cast with this jerk shad. And I'll go all around this whole thing, because they'll sit on the edges, they'll sit everywhere. There we go. Little snook. Yep. Little guy. Alright. Yeah, so I got this little guy. Perfect hook set, didn't frame me up at all. Little guy. So I'm catching the fish here. Like I said, I haven't seen a red yet. I haven't seen a red all morning. And if I don't see a red here, I probably won't end up coming here. Because the red is the one I definitely want to end up getting. Because usually with the red, especially this time of year, you got some nice sized reds in the water. You really want to, like, that'll give me some pretty high points. Oh, that was a nice fish right there. That was a nice fish. There we go. Let's sit for just a minute and work it slow out of there. There's definitely a bigger snook in there. There we go. Damn! What is going on? I got a smaller one. I don't understand. The hook stays in their mouth, but I know I hooked into something nice. Two things nice back there. There we go. Another small guy. Nothing really too special about that guy, but hey. I just don't understand why those other ones didn't stay on the hook. It's a brand new hook, so it's not the fact that the hook's too dull, and I don't think it's the action of the rod, because I've used this setup on this rod several times and I've always done very good with it. I just set the hook on a dang pufferfish. I almost hooked him, but look at this. It's the third bait I've gone through now because of these pufferfish. It's one thing I don't miss about this flat. Alright, so there's like a 5 foot, maybe 4 foot shark right here in front of me. Just gonna keep my eye on him for a second. Yeah. He's right there. That's a good 5 foot shark. That's a pretty big one right there. So I'm just gonna keep my eye on him for a second. You can see his fin right there. Yeah, there's his fin. It's a pretty big shark. Yeah, he's right there in front of me. See him? It's a good 5 foot shark. I'm going that way, so I'm gonna get to the white part of the bar. That way it's a lot more shallow, so he's less likely to be up there. I just watched this guy pop it out of the water, then come back and get it. Little trout. Oh, there's another trout that's swimming up with it. And these trout, there's definitely a lot of trout here. They're not the biggest trout, but there's definitely a lot of trout. Another drumming one. It's another male. Easy, 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 easy. Right, there you go. I'll let you go. I'm not keeping you. He was here for research today. Alright, yeah. So last one's gone. Pufferfish got me again. Honestly, that is the only issue that I have with these Z-mans, is the fact that pufferfish can still eat them. So other than that, they're virtually indestructible. So I'm actually gonna wait and put something else on this hook. I'm gonna throw my mirror lure around for a little bit, since these pufferfish want to keep tearing up all my soft plastics. I don't want to have to go to the bait shop and restock my entire all my soft plastics. So I'm gonna throw this mirror lure around for a little bit so I can avoid those pufferfish. And then if I see something, I've got the paddle tail on. This is definitely a better trout than what I've been catching. It's the first cast on the mirror lure. That Mirrodine. Oh yeah, that's a nice fish right there. So if I was in a tournament, I'd definitely already have netted it. I got a new net. Come here, buddy. So I got a new net, and this net actually will clip to my side. It's got a little clip on it. It's got a clip on it, but it's definitely a better trout. Go ahead and let him go. I caught that on that mirror lure. This one's got the inline hooks in it. Like I said, with the mirror lures, I do like keeping the inline hooks on them. I don't like messing around with treble hooks. But yeah, I got a new net. So I actually bought my fiance, we got her a kayak, and she didn't have anything for it. So, you know, she just finished her second semester of nursing school, and she's been grinding hard. I mean, working full time, plus she's going to school. So I spoiled her a little bit, and I ended up buying her everything she needed for her kayak: measuring board, net, everything. But when I got her net, I really liked it when it came in. So, and they were running a sale on it, so I ended up getting myself one. It's a floating net. I got a green one, so it matches. All her stuff's orange, it matches her kayak. Then I got green for mine. But yeah, and it's got a little bungee on it with a clip, so if I am wading, I can actually keep the net on me and make it. There's a little guy. This is small. There he goes. That was a tiny trout. So put on a beer run. It's always been a really good color for here. That right stuff, I do like it. That color, it was working good. Caught a lot of nice trout on it. You know, had some snook bite it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this beer run out there. There we go. Oh, did it get off? Nope, there he is. Alright, first cast of the beer run. So there's one thing that's true, is that there's definitely an abundance of trout here. It's a lot of trout, so that's good. This is another trout. Still a nice one though. Yeah, that's a nice one. It's definitely a nice one. That's another nice one right there. So trout, definitely here. Alright, I just seen a couple fish spook off of this sandbar. I don't know what they are. There's another one right there. I think they're trout. I think they're just big trout. See if I can get that one to eat. That's a big trout right there. Oh, he hit it. Oh, he's right there. He's right there. Come on, hit it. Hit it again. Got him. Got him. Oh, yeah. That's a nice trout too. That's a nice one. Yeah, that's a nice one. Oh yeah, that's definitely a nice one. Yeah, I don't think he's ready yet, but oh, there we go. That's it. Look, the lure just came out. That is a nice trout right there, guys. Holy cow. Alright, that's a big trout. We're gonna get the measuring board out. I'm just gonna leave him right here on the side. Leave him in the water. It's a really big trout. So definitely want to take care of it. Oh yeah, every bit of 20 inches. 21 inches right there. Alright, 21-inch trout right there. There he goes. Nice. What's up, guys? So this is a video. You know, caught a lot of trout today. It's definitely trout madness day. I did not see one redfish. I did not see one redfish. I didn't spook a redfish. I didn't see any tailing. I did not see one redfish today. So that is not a good sign. Missed a few snook, caught a couple snook, and I missed, I'm pretty sure they were snook. I don't think they were redfish at all, but in that creek mouth, I missed two really good fish, or it was one fish that hit twice, but regardless, it was definitely a really good fish. I could feel the weight behind, you know, behind my rod, and I could feel it was a really good quality fish. But yeah, I mean, the quality snook weren't there. Did find snook though. No redfish at all. But the quality of trout was ridiculous. I mean, I seen trout that were between 25 and 30 inches. I mean, I've seen some really big trout today, and then I ended up landing that one that was 21 inches. So I mean, I got a really nice trout. Caught a bunch of trout today. I mean, definitely we're not short on supply of trout, but like I said, I got the information I need for today. I know if I do end up fishing this spot, I know exactly how I'm going to fish it, so that I got a lot out of coming out today. Even though I didn't get a slam, you know, I got snook, I did get a trout. I mean, I didn't get the redfish, but I did see what I had to see today, and I wish I would have seen a redfish. I really wanted to see a redfish today, but I didn't see one. But like I said, quality of trout, it's there. But I'm gonna fish Boca on Friday, and then Saturday is the day of the tournament. So definitely got at least 3 videos coming out here soon. And then I'll probably fish on Monday also, so probably about 4 videos coming out within the next week that I'm gonna have to edit. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. The boat launch is right there. I'm about to actually drift into these. The wind actually shifted to like a northwest wind, but I'm gonna go ahead and get out here. Don't forget, guys, to like, subscribe, you know, hit that bell notification. That way you're notified every time I post a new video. Thank you guys all for, you know, subscribing and watching my videos. And remember, guys, there's always time for one more cast. I'll see you later.